yoga ball. And start with your feet wide on the edges of your mat. And we're going to do our normal routine, but instead of delicious breathing, your shoulders and arms are working just a little bit. So toes out to the sides. You can't hear me? Well, here we go. Toes out to the sides. Be sure your knees track over the toes. When you come down, keep your chest up and just lower your arms to chest level. And just feel that fire right here for just a moment. And then push through the heels to come back up. And just keep that flow going. Nice, slow, and controlled. Just using your muscles. Feeling how much range you have. Can you go perhaps a little deeper? Maybe. Can you reach a little higher? And breathe every single time. Take a nice, delicious breath. Just keep that going. Your form is looking really good. Try to keep those shoulders over the hips and not turn your heart to face the floor. Pointing across the room. Let's do two more here. I know your arms are getting tired. Mine are. Woo. Last one. Breathe. Now do just a baby back bend. Just a baby. And fold all the way forward. Go ahead and lower the ball and put your hands on the ball. And let the crown of your head hang towards the floor. Stick that tailbone up towards the sky. How straight can you get your legs? Nice deep breathing here. Now bend your knees a little or a lot. Bend them a lot, like you're sitting in a chair. And we're just going to roll the ball in towards us. Then we're going to roll it out as far as we can go. And roll it in. And roll it out. Roll it in. And roll it out. Last one, roll it in. Roll it out. Go ahead and start to straighten those legs. Lift the ball back up. We're going to find side bends here. Just gentle, slow, feeling your obliques. Do a little crunch, low rib to hip. Then use the opposite oblique to pull that ball back over your head and go to the other side. Nice deep breathing. One more to each side. Now meet me on whatever side you're at, and let's just reach around. How far down can you reach? How far back can you go? How far forward can you reach? And take a pause at the top and go the other direction. Two more. That was not so bad. Nice. Put that ball down and roll your shoulders out. Just put one foot on top of the ball. Roll the shoulders. That was a lot, wasn't it? Whew. Let's do some big arm circles. Nice. And go the other direction. All right. Scrunch those shoulders up to your ears, and then just let them melt down. And up again, and melt down. Nice. Okay, so I know you have one foot on the ball already. You may want to turn to the wall to put one fingertip on the wall if you need it. You might not need it, so you decide if that's something you need to do. It's just one fingertip on the wall. What we're going to do, maybe I need a fingertip on the wall today. I'm going to bend the knee a little, the standing leg, bend the knee, and roll the ball out. And then rise back up, roll the ball in. And bend and scooch it out. And just nice and slow, keep that motion going. You're rolling it out and rolling it in. And when it's out, you're squatting in that standing leg. So bend that knee as much as you can. This is my bad knee, and boy, I'm struggling. But I just have to keep trying. You know, a lot of times when we have an injury, we baby that, and we don't use those muscles because we're trying to protect ourselves from pain. But really, you're letting your muscles go to pot because you're not using them. And that joint also, the fascia will dry up, all the synovial fluid will disappear, and then your injury is worse instead of better. Nice deep breathing. Last one here. Pull it in, and we're just going to switch to the other side. But before you do, think about the leg you were just using to stand on. Does your ankle need rotation? Does your knee need flexing? You decide. And whenever you're ready, get your other foot on the ball. And let's start just by balancing. Get your arms out, and let's just do small circles this time. Slow, controlled, small circles. Nice breathing. Go the other direction. And when you're ready, you can start to lower yourself down. Feels so much better on this side. Roll it out to where your toes are pointing to the ceiling, ankle and heel on that ball, and then roll it back in. And roll it out, and roll it in. And just keep that going. I'm going to share one of these balls with our new friends. There you go. There you go. Awesome. All right. Just keep that going. Rolling it out. Ooh, I got on the bad leg. What's wrong with me? There we go. That feels so much better. If you need a break, you take your break. You want to work your muscles until they feel tired and are starting to burn a little. And then just go a little bit past that, maybe 3 or 4 reps past that. And then you need to stop and rest. You can always come back. Nice breathing. Let's do 2 more here. Nice. All right. So we're going to do something that is different. And again, the wall should be close by in case you need it. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But just in case, I want you to take the small ball and put it in the bend of your leg. I should start on my good leg. Put it in the bend of your leg. And just balance, right? Ladies, if you don't have a large ball, why don't you find a spot on the wall over here so that you can use the wall? This is what we're going to do. We're going to come down into a modified warrior 3 and come back up. And modified warrior 3 and come back up. And you want to stay, like when you get your body even, parallel to the floor, you want to hold there for a moment. Those of you that have the large ball, now that you've tried that, good. Good demo. I want you to start with your fingertips on the ball in front of you. Fingertips on the ball. Get your balance. And then roll that ball out to find your modified warrior 3. Then roll the ball back in. And roll it out. And roll it in. So you're just slowly going out as far as you can and pause. See if your body is even with the floor, and then roll it back in. Any questions? Are we doing good? If it's too much for you, get rid of the little ball or get rid of the big ball. Your body's working regardless, going from a one leg standing to a warrior 3. That's some serious work. So the balls help to give you better form, to keep you honest, to keep you with everything tight. You got to pull it all in to make it work, right? So here we go. Let's just do it 5 times on one side. That was a demo. Wasn't it lovely? So both hands on the ball, or one if you have one hand on the wall. And then once you feel balanced, roll out, roll out, roll out. Take a breath here, then roll it back in. And that was 1. And rolling out. And rolling back in for 2. Your foot and your ankle are just going gangbusters trying to hold you up. There's 3. And 4. Breathe deeply. And 5. And come on up and take yourself a little break. That's some serious work, isn't it? Everything is yelling. All right, so give your standing leg some love. Roll the ankle out a little bit. Rock the hip out a little bit. We got the other side to do, y'all. You got this. You're strong. You can do it. All right, give up something. If this is like crazy and not fun for you, if you're not feeling it, give up one of the balls or both of the balls. Here we go. Nice deep breath. Capture that ball behind the knee and just hang on to it. Once you have your balance, then roll the ball out, lift that back heel, and then roll it back in. And just keep that motion going. Always taking time to pause, both at the top and the bottom, and to take a full breath in and a full exhale. That's 3. And 4. And 5. I'm going to do 2 or 3 more only because we did demo on the other leg. So here's 6. And 7. And 8. Whew. That is intense. I don't know about y'all. I could feel that a lot. All right. So let's take it down to the mat for a moment. I'm going to go sideways on my mat for the video. You guys go long ways on your mat. We're going to do a bit of a butterfly. So just lay down. Keep hold of both balls. You want your feet to be soles together. And then you want to press them into the ball. So press them hard enough to where you see a little indentation in that big ball. And give me just a moment while you're doing that. I'm going to send a second ball over there to my friends who don't have a large one. There you go. Put one on your feet and use the other one up top. Sorry. Okay, so you have your butterfly. The ball is really close to my bottom, like it's literally touching my bottom. And then I have my feet together and soles pressing together, and then the outer edges of the feet are pressing into the ball. So now take the little ball and extend your arms over your head. Fingers are pinching that ball. Take a nice deep breath, and we're gonna crunch up and touch the ball to our feet. There you go. And very slowly come back down. So it's a slow and controlled movement. You're crunching up to touch, and then you're slowly coming back down. So hold that crunch for a moment, and then slowly come back down. Don't plop it back down. That was a demo. How's everybody feeling? Good? Keep your feet, the outer edges of your feet, pressing into the ball. Keep that dent in your ball. Here we go. Lift and tap and slowly lower. Lift, tap, slowly lower. And lift, tap, slowly lower. Just keep that slow, controlled, purposeful movement going. And keep breathing. Good. Your form looks really good. Check in with your feet. Make sure they're still pressing into that Nice. Let's get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just curl your legs over the ball and just let your arms rest. Just rest for a moment. Take some deep breaths. I did this yesterday at Peckham, and my neck is sore from holding my head up during those crunches. That's weird. All right. Ready for another set? Yeah, you are. You know you want it. Soles of the feet together. Knees are out, open to the side. And get that ball to where it's tucked up against your bottom. Arms overhead. Now make your dent in your ball. Push your legs down so you have a dent in that ball. And here we go. Crunch and hold and lower down. And crunch and hold and lower down. And lift and lower and lift. And 4 and lift. 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, 8, lift, 9, and lift, 10. You can stop here for a break or you can do 2 more. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. Anybody feel it in their abs yet? Good. My microphone just fell off. Take a couple of breaths here. Last time, 1 more set of 12, but know that you can stop at 6, you can stop at 8, you do you, don't worry about anybody else. Take a nice deep breath every single time before you crunch or after you crunch. Sometimes it feels different for you than for me. All right, I take a breath before I lift. Press those feet into the ball so there's a dent, and here we go. Lift and lower and lift and lower and lift. That's 3. And lift. That's 4. And lift. That's 5. And lift. For 6. And lift. 7. Lift. 8. Just 4 more. 1. 2. 3. And 4. Woohoo! We did it. All right, just bring your knees together and curl your feet over the ball. And just take 2 nice, delicious breaths here. Make sure your arms are also in a comfortable resting position. Because we got more work to do, y'all. Nice. Take the ball in your left hand. Put the large ball under the curl of your left leg. So I'm just rolling the ball over so that it's just on my left leg. And I'm going to take my right leg out and my left arm out so that they're like an X. Your right hand can be palm down on the floor to support you. And you might find you need to move it closer or further to your body to support you once you see what we're doing. So here we go. I'm going to lift my left arm and right leg and tap the ball to my toes. And I'm going to hold here. Just hold in that little crunch. And then lower down slowly and lift and hold. Lower down slowly, lift it up. And lower down slowly and lift it up. And lower down. And that's 5. Lower down. 6. slide in. Breathe. One more nice deep breath. And let's get that again. Lift it up. And slowly lower. Use your muscles to control the movement. Don't just let your body plop back down. You are the boss of it. Nice, slow, and controlled. I think that's 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Lower it down and just lay out. We're not doing it a third time. We're going to the other side. Same thing on the other side. So just roll that ball over, hug it with your right leg. Get your left leg extended, get your right arm extended. Take one more nice delicious breath. And here we go. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. 3, 4. How deep is your crunch? 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, last one, 12, rest, deep breath to rest. Woo. Last set of this, here we go, lift, and lift, 14, anybody dance here with anything yet? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Done with that. Woo! That was fun. All right. So set the little ball aside, and if it rolls away, it's okay. You can go after it later. Just set it aside. We're going to do our dead bugs. We're already on our back here. So just hold the ball up with your hands, and then lift your knees up so that your calves are parallel to the floor. And you want to rest the ball on the top of your thigh. And then extend your arms so that your forearm and the tops of your thighs are the only things touching that ball. Now pull your low back down towards the mat. Just pull your belly in, maybe tuck the tailbone up just a little. And that's where you want to work from, with that gap between your back and the mat closed. Just holding here, I'm already getting tired. So you could just hold here if you wanted to. Or you could extend the right arm, left leg all the way till they're hovering off the ground, point to toe. Then come back in. And switch to the other side. Extend opposite arm, opposite leg, and come back in. Now reach as far as you can. Straighten that leg all the way. Switch. And switch. And you want to lower it down till it's hovering about an inch off the ground. And then lift it back in. And just keep that going. Feel this in your abs. You should pull your belly in. Make sure you're trying to keep that gap closed between your low back and your mat. Just keep breathing. One more on each side. Just lower your belly, get the ball to your belly. Let your legs fall out. Just breathe for a moment. Yes, we are going to do that one more time. So take some deep breaths to recover.
yourself back in dead bug position. You want those calves parallel to the ground. So lift those heels up. Then put that ball on the top of your thighs. Forearms on the wall. And here we go. Take a breath. Check in with your spine. Make sure that you are flattening it down to the ground. And start your work. A nice, slow control. Nice deep breaths every time. Get those limbs down to where they're hovering over the ground. Lift them back up. Looking good. Let's do 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Nice. Let that ball come back under your legs. Curl your legs over it and just relax. Perfect. That's some work, isn't it? All right. We're on our backs, but I think our abs need a little break. We'll come back to more ab work. Let's come kneel behind the ball. Get your small ball and just have it in your hand. Everybody okay? Y'all are so quiet. It's called agony? Delicious agony. All right, so we're gonna roll out on the ball, and you don't want the ball too high up. Like, you don't want your whole rib cage and chest on the ball. You want to get the ball as low as you can. My belly button does end up on the ball, and sometimes my low rib, but I try to keep my whole rib cage up. So you can just watch if you want. Let's go back a little since I'm rolling up. I'm going to roll out. So notice that my rib cage is not on the ball. I'm going to take my feet wide because that gives me better balance. If your feet are narrow, it's harder for you to balance. So now, I'm going to take this ball in both hands. I'm going to come down and let my face look at the ball. Then I'm going to lift up and take the ball behind me to my chain. And then I'm going to come all the way down, face looking at the ball. Lift up. Lift, lift, lift. I want to see your whole heart. And then come down. Give the ball a kiss. Lift, lift, lift. And come all the way down. And lift. Okay, we're going to take a little break. Little break. Questions? A modification would be to have more of your rib cage and chest on the ball, because then like it's holding you up. You just lift up as much as you can. So you're still working by lifting when you're passing the ball behind you. Then the ball is supporting more of your body weight instead of you doing it. Other questions? We're good? All right. It is a lot of work. It's hard. It can be easier. Yes. Let's see. When I lower my head, I'm exhaling. I inhale as I rise. I inhale. But it's different for different people. Like even cat-cow, they say, exhale the cat, but sometimes it feels better to do the opposite for you. Yes. That's a very good suggestion. I have one foot on the mat for the stickiness and one foot on the carpet, and that helped me. Now the wall is an extra support, but if you need that support, you should use that support. You want to feel strong here and steady. Feeling steady is super important. So here we go. Let's just do this thing. You're fine. And we're going to make it work. Here we go. So use the support you need. More of your rib cage on that ball if you need it. Here we go. Arms extended out. Face to the ball. Then lift up as high as you can and pass the ball. And come on down, all the way down. Then lift. and all the way down, and lift. All the way down, lift. All the way down, lift it up. And all the way down, lift. Let's do 2 more. Down and lift up high. And down and lift up high. Now roll off the ball. Just curl on it. Just curl and rock a little. Maybe make some small circles in one direction, in the other. Just relaxing. Because you guessed it, we're doing it again. Whichever direction you were taking the ball, I was taking it clockwise. I'm going to go counterclockwise. So get yourself situated. Get yourself balanced. Ball in both hands. Come kiss your ball. Then lift and switch. And kiss your ball. Lift. Switch. Just keep that motion going. Balls are rolling everywhere. It's okay. Don't grab it. It's exercise to go after it. Let's do 2 more here. 1 and 2. Woo! That looks easy, but it is not easy. The wall support? Yeah. Thank you for that. That made a big difference. Okay, so we're going to take the ball behind us and put it in between our feet and ankles. So just place it between your feet and ankles. Now curl your feet, like be up on your toes, so that you can literally hold the ball between those feet and ankles. So your butt can be touching the ball. If you have a really large ball, this is difficult and awkward. I've tried it. It wasn't fun. Okay, so I can squeeze that ball behind me. Watch the indentation on my ball. I can squeeze it with my heels. I'm just squeezing the heels in. You feel what that feels like? Fire, baby. Fire. So this is what we're going to do just for a moment. Just take the ball in front of you. Lift it up. Squeeze the ball and squeeze the heel. And lower it down. Release. Lift and squeeze, and lower down. Lift and squeeze, lower down. You're squeezing both balls when you're at the top. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release. 2 more. Lift and squeeze, release. And release. Woo! That's some work, isn't it? All right, walk your knees up some and just rest your back on the ball. So the bottoms of my feet are hugging the ball, and I'm holding it with my body weight. You feel that? Be careful if you're too close to the wall. I don't want you to slip and hit your head on the wall. But what we're going to do is just lift the ball and bring it around. And bring it around. I'm just passing the ball and just being in this position. My back, my core is quivering. Breathe. Ball out, set the small ball aside, and roll away. It's okay. So my knees are under my hips, and I'm just going to roll the ball out and press my chest and my head down through the arms. Just breathe. Then roll it back up and get as tall as you can. And then roll it back out. Reach your tailbone towards the wall. Press your chest and face down towards the mat. Pressing the arms into the ball. And lift back up. Get really tall. And roll it back down. Last one. Get nice and tall. And roll it back down. You should have released some tension from your shoulders and your low back. All right, next fun, easy hinge, mat. Fun, yes. I love all this stuff, but easy, no. Okay, so I'm going to tuck the ball in my armpit. The side of my rib cage is laying, pressing into the ball. My inside of my arm is hugging it. And I'm going to plant my hand here with wide fingers for balance. The bottom leg is deeply bent like a kickstand, okay, for balance. I'm going to take this ball and I'm going to tuck it in the bend of my knee. Now my inner thighs are facing each other right now. What I want to do is open this thigh up to show the inside of my knee. Then close it and come down to tap the bottom one. Lift and open it up. And then close and come down to tap. Lift, open, close, and tap. Lift, open it up, close it, tap. How does this feel? Everybody okay? Any questions? You're good? Just keep that motion going nice and slow. And you want to pause when you open, bring it down, just tap. Then lift, pause, and come down for a tap. Lift, pause, come down for a tap. Keep it going. Breathe. Let's do 2 more here. Lift, open, and lower. Lift, open, and lower. Come off the ball for a moment. How you feeling? All right. Not bad? Good, good. Let's do that same side again. Take a little breather. Few seconds of breath. Now, you decide how many reps you need. Okay? I'm going as long as I need, but you might need less, you might need more. So you make that decision for yourself. Don't hurt yourself trying to do something that isn't right for your body. Here we go. Press those ribs, the side of the ribs into the ball. Nice kickstand. That bottom leg is nice and bent. Tuck the ball into the back of your leg and just hold it here. We're going to tap, lift, and open it up. And come back for a tap and open it up. Nice. Tap and open it up. And tap. 4 and tap. 4, 5 and tap. 4, 6 and tap. 7 and tap. 8 and tap. Inside of your knee and thigh. 9, 10, 11, last one for me, 12. If you got more, then go for it. I'm going to take a breath, and then I'm switching to the other side. You know, the leg that is on the ground is feeling it very intensely, more so than the one that's working. Isn't that weird? All right, switch into the other side. Get those ribs on the ball. Get your fingers wide on the hand that is your anchor. Tuck that ball in the bend of your knee. And somebody has lost their ball. There you go. And Marvel. All right, take a nice deep breath here. Nice deep breath. And here we go. We're lifting it and turning it open. Show me the inside of your knee. And then close. And open. And close. And just keep that slow motion going. Don't cheat yourself. Open that hip up. Really, really good. targeting all those complex muscles in your hip joint, the top of your thigh. Breathe. Woo. My bottom leg, the glute, and the hamstring are just like working. Breathe. Let's get 4 more on this side. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up. 4. And come down for a little breather. Nice deep breathing. Let's get it done. Come on. Come on. There we go. Like it. And here we go. Lift and open and close. Lift and open. That's 2. Lift and open. 3. Keep it going. 4. And lift. 5. And lift. 6. Lift. 7. Lift. 8. Lift. 9. Lift. 10. Just 2 more. 11. Woo! 12. Yeah. Woo! Get off of that ball. Yikes. That does burn. Alright, let's just sit in a butterfly for a moment. Just sit in a butterfly. Your soles of your feet together. And you can bring those heels as close or as far from your center as feels good for your body. Now I'm just going to gently roll this ball out. And it just gives you an intense stretch of all those muscles that have been working for you. Roll it back in, sit up nice and tall, and roll it out, and roll it back in, and roll it out. All right, everybody doing okay? Yes. Let's work a little bit on top of the ball in a plank. So, feet to the wall will help you here too. Forearms on the ball. And once you feel balanced, like you want to have both your forearms digging into that ball, then maybe lift one leg and get on the ball of that foot. You want them wide, like I'm taking my feet out to the edges of the mat instead of narrow. And then I'm going to press into the ball really hard and lift the other one out. And just hold it here. Woo! Feel that? So, booty in the air looks like this. And a plank looks like this. I'm not swaying my hips down towards the ball. I'm trying to be as straight as a plank. Breathe. And lower down. And just curl over the ball for a minute. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. This one's fun, right? Makes me feel like a child. It's like being on a swing. Breathe. All right, we're gonna go back to that plank. So, just get yourself situated. Remember, knees under your hips first. And you could just stay here and really press hard into the ball and lift your spine and tailbone up. It's some work. You could curl your toes and leave your knees bent and come into bear. That's some serious work. Or you could come with me in plank. And what we're going to do in plank this time is make small circles. Go counterclockwise 4 times and then go clockwise 4 times in your plank. Now do it knees down. If you're just exhausted and you've had enough, just do it with knees down. Here we go. I'm walking out into my plank. Just really pressing the elbows into the ball, and here come my circles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't feel like a child anymore. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we can do that again. Counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower those knees. Roll on the ball. Breathe. All right. Since we're doing rollouts, let's do rollouts. Let's roll all the way out into a plank. And then if you want, once you're in your plank, you can either just hold there, or you can do a baby push-up. Don't go all the way down if that's not right for you. But maybe just bend your elbows just a little bit and bring your face a little closer to the mat. So I'm coming back towards the wall so that I have more place to roll. But I'm taking my hands wide, feet are wide, and then I'm lifting those feet up off the mat, just walking myself out until I'm in a plank. And the ball is below my knees. It's not above. My thighs are not on the ball, just my shins. And here you can lower down and push back up, and then roll carefully back. Take a breath and do it again. And a modification is to not do a push-up. Another modification is to not go as far. Like maybe the ball ends up on your thighs instead of your shins. Up to you. Here we go. Let's just do it a few times. Walking back out. Strong arms. Wide fingers. And then push up and lift and walk it back. Whew. Last one for me. You can do more. Nice. All right. We're going back to our backs. Get one more tiny little ab exercise in before we wrap up and start stretching. So actually it's a combination of two little tiny exercises, but they're tiny. Feet planted on the ceiling, strong heels, the ball just right over your chest and chin. And just holding just like this. And what you're going to do is reach up and tap the ball on your toes, pause there, and then come back down to rest on the mat. And lift, tap, and rest, and lift, tap, rest, lift, and tap, rest, lift, tap, rest, lift, tap, rest, lift, down, and lift, down, and lift, ball come over your head to rest on the floor and lower your legs to rest on the floor as well. Nice deep breath here. Now we're going to bring those legs back up. Then we're going to bring the ball back up. Pass the ball to your feet. And then bring your arms and the ball down. Tap. Lift them up. Pass the ball to your hands. And lower. And lift for a pass. chest. And use your right arm to just pull that arm down. And switch to the other side. Right arm comes across the top of your chest. Left arm pulls that down towards the floor. Let your forehead rest on your hands, your forearm. Just breathe. Now bring your feet together behind you and press the tops of your feet into the floor. Like just press the tops of your feet into the floor and notice what that does to your legs, your low back, your glutes. Take your hands into your arms, cactus arms. Bring those elbows closer to under your shoulders. And just come up into a baby cobra. Now while you're here in baby cobra, can you stretch your heart up and forward so that you feel a nice stretch in your abs? Breathe. Can you pull your shoulder blades apart so that you have a really broad shoulder? Now if it feels good to you, straighten the arms and then bend them lower all the way down and lift all the way up and lower down and lift. lot at once right now. Just stay here and stretch. Then if you want a little more challenge, you will get right heel up and nice long short leg. And then press the ground and let that breath in. And when you're ready, grab the hands underneath. Make a palm on the back of the hand. Grab the leg. What your body is